That was awesome.
The war is coming to the surface. You are not going to win this.
Billions will die unless you help us.
I'm no leader. I'm not a king.
Atlantis has always had a king. Now I need something more.
But what could be greater than a king?
A hero.
I'm a big fan of action films, and I always pride myself on coming up with action sequences that haven't been quite done before. With this movie, it takes it up a notch, because now not only am I designing potential fights that is, you know, that takes place on land, now I have to apply it to the underwater world, and that just brings a whole different dimension to the fighting in this film, and I think you know, it makes it different, it makes it interesting. It was very challenging trying to wrap my head around it technically.
You know, I'm already about 3.5 inches shorter than Jason, so I certainly didn't want to just be the skinny short brother. So I physically wanted to be a big presence, so I put on, I guess, about 15-20 pounds of muscle.
I had an amazing crew in the cast. I think everyone watched each other's backs, and right, even to this day, I bring a fair amount of people from the movie with me on other shows, and so I probably met the most crew-based that I bring with me, and I love them and try to take care of them.
I think the biggest thing from this movie that would stick in my head years from now would be just, you know, just the images of putting my actors in these crazy rigs that are super uncomfortable for them, but very much needed to create the illusion of the actors floating underwater, and then, you know, just like an army of stunt people dressed in blue, puppeteering the actors around the blue screen stage to create the illusion of them swimming around and moving underwater. That's definitely something different that I've never done before.
We were putting our bodies through a lot of really, not only the fighting, but with me, a lot of my work is in different harnesses and wires, and even when you're just acting, not even doing stunts. So you know, we had to be in the best shape, and I just wanted that challenge. I wanted to be in the best shape of my life. So
it was a very funny process.
You know, I think this appeals to such a wide range of audience, which is something, you know, the last thing you want to do when you make a movie is feel like you're pandering to a certain audience. But when you see the journey that this outsider goes through, you see this relationship that he and Mira have together, this friction, this budding romance, they're both fish out of water, forgive the pun, in their respective worlds. And then you see my storyline. There are so many levels to these characters, and I think you can get all the effects, visual effects, action sequences, superhero costumes. You can throw all that stuff aside and concentrate on character and story. And I think that's ultimately what audiences will walk away with, is a really, really great, interesting adventure story with a ton of heart.
It was fun to make, it's fun to watch, it's very cool.
What do I hope they experience? Well, I think the only way to see this is truly in the cinema. I think the world that James created, it's a must to see that on IMAX or see it on a big screen, because it's just a big, beautiful world. You don't want to be watching that on your phone, man.
Aquaman, Bacoloa.